I don't really know anything about this, so I'll check for more info below, and never mind. Let's see, Chernobylite is a science fiction survival horror RPG. Let's see if you get at least one of those down. Set in the hyper-realistic... Don't use the phrase hyper-realistic to describe anything in your game. It was never a good phrase to begin with, and it's certainly not gotten any better with age. Returning to Pripyat to investigate the mysterious disappearance of his fiancée 30 years prior. How old is our protagonist now? Ain't this the game that's a lot like Metro? I mean, what makes you say that it's a lot like Metro? Or it could be like Stalker. Yeah, there's a lot of games that use the Eastern European radiation trope. I'll go for English just because, like, it'll be easier to evaluate the acting that's going on that way.
Chernobyl power plant. A hope for the future.
NAR Corporation begins trials of...
Give me all the stock footage.
This is a cabal. NAR thinks they are above the law.
Really hide behind the patent rights.
Okay. I'm glad I picked the English option.
Do you remember the glade just beyond those trees? That's where you proposed to me. Anyway, it feels good to return after all these years, doesn't it?
We can return, you can carry me across the threshold, and we'll irradiate the surrounding area together.
Awaken.
Tanya?
Oh no.
Stop kidding around.
Wow, I'll give him credit for actually writing out the news articles. Often it's just blurred text or like lorem ipsum. So what do you think for this sequence? Is it dream sequence or just straight up hallucinating sequence? And then he'll eventually snap back to reality.
You proposed to me.
Oops.
You were so nervous.
Am I going too fast for you?
And sweet.
Tanya Amelieva, stop this childish nonsense.
After all these years.
That's enough.
Huh? That was a little too goofy. That looked like a monster from a Gorillaz video or something. Was that supposed to be? Oh, okay, they're crawling out of the, oh, what is that game called? Switch game made by Platinum. Astral Chain, that's what I'm thinking of. They're crawling out of the void from Astral Chain. It's just that it's green instead of red. Go away, wife. I need to hit the next event flag. Yeah, he was imagining it. Boy, crafting system. When was this game made again? Because I feel like we're back to like the early 2010s where every game had a crafting system. It's okay, take your time loading in.
Please hurry. This reality is coming apart, can't you see?
Alright, now we can do this. Somehow.
That's what our sleeping beauty here paid us for, remember?
Sure.
When did this become the Chernobyl episode of Doctor Who?
We can handle the contractors. They're probably some of Wagner's rejects.
Fuck you. I fought alongside those guys.
I know, I'm just messing around.
So when they're just giving dry exposition of things, the voices are okay, but the moment they have to actually start acting, that's when things go south.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go. Please. And yes, it will.
Out of my way, jerk ass.
Take care of your part.
This thing we want is a firefight.
A fire? What are you getting into, Igor? It is necessary. It's something...
How they're able to have casual conversation while running through these woods is kind of impressive.
Get to the sewer entrance. We're right behind you.
No, you're not. Alright, so now we're into the stealth portion of the game. Based upon like how much of the foliage is hitting us in the face, I'm assuming that this isn't a duck button so much as a crawl button.
Become invisible.
Sorry, I don't have that superpower. Oh, there's one of the soldiers. I couldn't actually see any of them. Oh, I see. You can't climb over or go through any of this shit to avoid the soldiers because, you know, A, that would be smart, and B, you would have less of a game. We just go through the whole game like this. Dutch angle vision.
Eagle, hey, over here.
Shut up, I'm stealthing. Yeah. We're thigh high on this guy. There's no way this is just ducking. Come on. That was a really floaty jump down. Wait, is there not a ladder to go down, or? No, it's just a hole that you fall in. That's not how that should work.
You sure this device of yours?
Okay, guys, pick up the pace. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Have time for getting into details right now, but yes, all it needs is more sunlight.
That's what you called it. The man knows what he's doing.
The readings are bad.
Slow down, guys. I'm hallucinating again.
We have to get.
It's your show. But if you get us killed, I'm gonna be pissed.
If you die, I'll kill you. Was that... Oh, jeez. Was that a sleeper hold that he did? It was
Want to survive.
kind of hard to tell. Why'd you have to die with your eyes open? It almost looks like your character model's not actually dead, just laying down. See how the other guy is doing. Yep, same thing. Oh, no, don't tell me that... Alright, I have to go back around because I can't get around my own teammate.
Igor, don't!
Tatiana?
What are you stalling for, Igor? Time is critical here.
You know, let's tell them about Ghost Wife. I'm sure this will go well.
Did you hear that? The voices?
That's not the kind of question I want to hear right now, Igor. Are you okay?
Don't do it, my love.
Shit, I can't! I can't press the button!
Suit yourself, Anton. Let's move.
I was hoping the prompt would still be there so I could go, fuck it, and hit it anyway. Chernobylite, name drop. You know, wearing the gas mask, but then having parts of your skin completely exposed in a high radiation environment.
Gun of yours works?
It creates a kind of shortcut through time and space. It's called a wormhole. It forms a tunnel with two mouths.
It can also dry your hair at 3 different speeds.
My fiancée. She disappeared here during the disaster 30 years ago.
Again, you're how old?
We talk about... Fucking God! Help me!
Wait, why did he fall down?
Why are you here?
I'm just a little confused. Just a little. Wow, this actually is pretty much Astral Chain now. Just without the fun combat.
Listen, Jesus, I'm so sorry, Olivier. Anton was, he was a good man. If I know.
Damn, red versus blue had better
It's quite short
acting through a voice filter than this.
Do you understand?
Wait, why did that opening... okay, whatever.
This place is definitely not what it used to be. It's like a snake, shedding its skin over and over again. You have to learn it all over again. Feel it. Tame it.
You're aware that when a snake sheds its skin, it doesn't just suddenly get a completely different pattern to it, right? Well, it's nice that the loading screen loaded the loading screen. I love how the game just told me, fuck it, just... I'm sorry, what?
How many times have we walked
Stop doing that, it's not working.
more than I can
It's
count.
really not working.
Go in together, my love.
Herbs. And do we mix together a green one, a red one, and a blue one? We get the herbs, we get the mushrooms. We get the herbs. Those just look like dandelions.
I have no medkit. Perhaps I can prepare something over the bonfire.
I love how the game told me to do that before the dialogue did. I'm going into that mode of I have to pick up everything. And they at least make it so that things stay highlighted long enough that you can actually travel to them and pick them up. Who left this bonfire here? Who cares? Will that order be to go, sir? Well, my health went from full to full. What a well thought out tutorial.
How's this workshop of yours coming along? Let me know when the RPG is ready.
Dude, do you know how long a role-playing game takes to make? Alright, let me fire up RPG Maker 15 Ace. I'll slap something together, we'll throw it on Kickstarter, and we'll be good to go. I wish cleaning up around the house were this easy. Wait, hold on. You make a sleeping bag with mushrooms and herbs. Huh. And the sofa's mechanical parts and herbs. I am going to make a sofa. Just what you need after a hard day picking up herbs and fantasizing about your dead wife. I saw commode and my mind went somewhere else that was not this. Again, this is just a weird little thing. We cannot make this stove. But you know what we can make? This huge fucking workshop. There's video game logic and then there's video game logic. Hey, it's my room. Hey, they got a live actor for this. She looks like she's tired of my shit. This is the part where Tatiana starts yelling at me through the void to get back to work. I'm assuming this is an old enough camera that it only recorded video. So we can't make out her saying, "Why are you filming me?" over and over. Come to the holiday sale at Kohl's. How long does this go on for? And what elementary school did they get access to for that? Okay, there comes a certain threshold where this... Alright, good, it stopped. I was about to say, there's a certain threshold where it stops being cute and romantic and just starts being a little creepy and a little annoying. Okay, I get it now. So they're gonna make this one, and then they're gonna make a sequel to it, which will be more expensive and not be compatible with the previous one.
I see Mikol's old radio is working again.
Yes. Anton fixed it before.
Why does this guy keep defaulting to superhero voice? Don't worry, fellow citizen. Oh, am I technically out of the base now? Seems like it.
You're not going straight
Whoa!
to the power plant. If you want to commit suicide,
Why did you force strafe me into this?
we're out. This board behind me, we can use it to map out our plan of action. Figure out how to get inside the power plant and find whatever it is you're looking
Okay, but
for, or whomever.
where on that board is Pepe Sylvia?
Resources. We have to defend ourselves with what we have. Use it as a last resort. I presume you know how to handle firearms?
Yeah, I know how to handle firearms, and you don't point them at... Never mind. But all I'm gonna say is... I like Photoshop. Wait, where did we get the crafting materials to make a red pen? Oh jeez, we have to recruit people to... We're making a Team Fortress 2 team. Well, since he's a little worse off, let him do what seems like the less risky one. Oh, back into the wormhole we go. A lot of the acting is like one, I almost said one step up. 1/2 step up from text. Okay, maybe 1/4 step. 16th step up from text to speech. How much footage did they shoot of just this woman walking around, smiling, waving, and doing random shit? Because none of that footage was in the projector reel. When we take apart the game files, how many gigabytes will just be random video of her? Oh, okay, now we can make the stove, field workshop, the advanced We can't make a basic field workshop, but we can make an advanced field workshop. Ah yes, sure to get the mushrooms right next to the radiation sign. What could possibly go wrong? You know what? I'll give them credit for letting you just walk off like this. This game is becoming much less hallway-like, and I'm okay with that. This is becoming pretty, like, Fallout 3, 4-esque. Which I know some people who go, yeah, but... There are things I enjoyed and things I didn't enjoy about those games.
When I finish my contract, I'm going to grow a beard. Chicks in Moscow dig beards.
No, they don't. It seems like the stealth is pretty forgiving. Like, if you're crouching in some weeds, you're usually pretty safe.
What, are you drunk or something? Fuck, he's a goner!
Alright, so one of them saw me, but... And they said I was in cover. But... how are they gonna find me in all this?
I'm going to get your ass next time! That's a promise! I have to take a leak soon.
He went from, I'll get you next time, Gadget, to, man, I gotta take a piss. In like 5 seconds. What is he doing?
When I finish my contract, I'm going to grow a beard. Chicks in Moscow dig beards.
Do they also dig mime walking like what you're doing now?
What a stupid job. I was stupid enough.
Enough of that shit. That is way too goofy for this game. Oh shit, that's it? So I can just go back now? Alright. That will never not look bad. Yeah, Deal Raptor, that sums up my thoughts on a few things in this game. What?
Are you any closer to finding your old lady? You still want to go back to the power plant?
I have to go back. I have the strongest feeling she's there.
You have to start thinking like a strategist. Like this is a military operation. Organize the base and take care of your troops. That's number one.
So this is, just to recap, a first-person shooter, survival, horror, stealth, resource management game. Oh, he failed his mission. Damn it, Olivier. You're supposed to be the expert. Oh, we can make herbs now. And mushrooms. But not vegetables. Let's not go crazy here. Come on. Let's not go for space optimization. Let's just plop it right in the middle. Perfect. I'm noticing some of the things that you need to build these items. Like how you need mushrooms to assemble a roller bending machine. And I have questions. How goes Not Stalker? Has its ups and downs. But you know what? Wait, what Diablo armor did we just make? I should probably have this guy get some sleep or something. Because I'm just waiting for the point where the entire screen just goes black. And then, because it's this game, will turn into more video footage of his wife. Good news, guys, it loaded the loading screen.
Roger that, Rhino 1. Proceed as ordered. The area is clear. Do you copy?
Lima Charlie, Bluebird. We'll get to the target ASAP. Over and out.
You're playing a...
Was that just a guy talking with his hand over his mouth? This is critical to my character. Olivier, you do it. Chance of success, only 23%. Alright, I'll go do it. You know, do you really need to say the chance of success for staying at the base and resting? Damn it! We almost got through this loading screen without seeing dead wife. You know, I will say, atmosphere? Okay so far. Oh, some of that didn't load in quite properly.
She came to finish the job, you bastard!
What the hell happened here?
Use your eyes, genius!
Yay? So I will say that there's a little much going on in the game for me in terms of just being all over the place genre-wise, but I don't dislike this so far.
I want you to take my hand and come speed skating with me. You're not going to science your way out of this.
Speed skating?
Don't worry, my love. Even though I was the ice skating champion in Murmansk, I'll take it easy on you.
There's a major difference between speed skating and ice skating. I'm getting so many mechanical parts. We're going to make so many uncomfortable couches. No. Fence going through the steps? No. That is not how that works. Oh?
Come on, Igor. Don't be such a wuss. It's Sunday. Science can wait.
I'm going to pass this time, but I'll have a cup of hot tea ready for you when you come back with a cold.
You think maybe she's just pretending to be dead because this guy won't stop taking photos and videos of her? Like, imagine if Instagram existed at this time and he had an account.
When I finish my contract, I'm going to grow a beard. Chicks in Moscow dig beards.
Why are so many of these guys obsessed with beards? So, we saved that one soldier, but this guy, fuck him. Well, it appears that there are things growing inside the building and through the wall, and not in the way you would expect for an old dilapidated building. The beard line is reaching haze levels of repetitive soldier dialogue. Ooh! What a ringing endorsement that is. Okay, we're making sure to get all of the mushrooms so that we can build like a steel smithing desk or something. Oh, we actually found some Chernobylite. Excuse me? Okay, user poll. Was that supposed to be scary? Because, I mean, no. No, not at all. I mean, that's what I think, but that did not work.
You promised me a garden, Igor.
Good God.
Yes. Can't wait to have some homegrown potatoes and carrots. Well, that's what you had in mind, right?
Oh, you're a potato.
I love the urgency with which he says, homegrown potatoes and carrots. You think this is a guy who just doesn't eat greens ever? Oh, great. We thought about our wife. Level up. Oh, you have to pick a lock to get to that? Aw. Damn, this really is just Fallout 3 now. What was that? It's like a leftover visual effect from the digital reader I'm holding. I mean, I can't believe that's the animation they went with. I just realized we're at about the 2-hour mark and I have not mentally checked out of this yet. Which is a good sign. Alright, how did your mission of resting go? You successfully did nothing. Great. This is the thing that he mentioned to me earlier.
I'm proud of you, Igor.
Oh, good. Olivier's stable because I built this thing, I guess. Right, so there are a fair amount of modifications to do to this thing. I'll admit, I was not expecting this much to go into just modding a revolver. Again, I'm baffled that you need to use herbs and mushrooms to make a sniping barrel for a gun. Let's pour flammable materials all over this and get another barrel. I guess. Alright, herb and mushroom gardens doing their thing. I'm probably gonna run out of food rations, but you know, sometimes that's just how attempting to survive in Chernobyl goes.
I'm proud of you, Igor.
Why? Well, definitely this one.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Follow me.
Does it fade to black and then say, okay, now you've learned everything? What? Okay, there you go. I was like, is only the background going to fade out?
Taking out your enemy requires guts. Taking out your enemy quietly is an art. I think you've got what it takes to do the former, but you suck mightily at the latter. Now, the latter is about knocking out your opponent, but
What appropriate dialogue for this game. You suck mightily.
the secret lies in...
He reached out like a zombie at first. Alright, well, I'm actually relieved that it wasn't just fade to black, fade in. Okay, now you know how to do that.
I know you're there, little mouse. Pick up.
What is this?
A better question.
What Lord of the Rings character is this?
You. Oh, this is not something to explain. It must be seen.
I don't know who you are. But regardless of how I feel about Tarakan, he could be my only chance of finding Tatiana.
Suit yourself.
Based on what?
Just as easily. Him and his nutty buddies could be closing in on us right now. We have a good defensive position here. We should sit tight and defend it, if it comes to that.
You're talking about good tactical sense, but you're standing right next to a big open space where a sniper could easily just pick you off. And you know what else? The environments look different enough. I feel like I'm actually going to different places.
I wonder what my wife is doing right now. Probably hanging out with her stupid hipster friends.
What's considered hipster by these guys' standards? Oh, damn it, there's another guy walking through. I'll try and get him when he walks back this way then.
Grow a beard. Chicks and must.
Shut up about the beards!
Easy. I'm just looking for some parts.
What? Speak louder!
I'm looking for some parts.
This is great for stealth. He looks like the kind of guy you'd see stumbling out of a medieval-themed bar.
He has to. Fritz threw a grenade into my bunker.
He's not speaking any louder, but caps lock is cruise control for cool. That little body spasm always gets me. Let me guess. I'll pick up Chernobylite and that doll will start having its eyes glow.
Hello, fellow.
Was it just photography day for these profile pictures? Oh, I know what this is in reference to. Okay, the effect is worsened from seeing the same silhouette multiple times. Knock this shit off. Oh, I thought it was just going to be footage of dead wife. God damn it! What the hell did the flashlight just do? Wow, why does that happen? Also, my controller's been vibrating non-stop for the past couple minutes now. Oh, it finally stopped. Nope, it started again.
I detected the echo of a recent wormhole. It should lead me right to him. This is not... battery level critical.
Wait, so where, huh? That was, I don't even know what that was. Dark man? Light man? Night man? Day man? I mean, it can't be that I just fought him off by slashing him a couple of times. Because that would make the Black Stalker look ridiculously weak.
Last piece of advice. This guy is crazy loco, sure, but there's always some kind of reason behind what he's doing. So, ask yourself, why would he want you to make this choice?
And when he lands, he'll be back in one of the Borderlands games. Wow, it got really dark.
Until death do us part, Igor?
Until death do us part, my love.
But what if that's
Oh,
not enough?
this must be the barbed wire Instagram
I
filter.
don't have enough time.
How about a radio or a plant to alleviate the gloom?
Improve comfort level to 0.
You're right.
Sure.
This place definitely needs something. A radio or a plant would brighten the mood.
Dude, you're saying this as there is a radio right here. Igor, you're never gonna find dead wife, are you? Fucking doll. What is it with this game and dolls all of a sudden? Let's get a plant right here. Here's that stool you didn't ask for. You can just straight up make an armchair out of mushrooms and mechanical parts, of course. Chernobylite throne. Well, you know what? So much for the whole... Do they advertise this as survival horror? Yes, they advertise science fiction survival horror RPG. Well, the horror part's kind of out the window at this point. Let's use some of our mushrooms and herbs and make a light. Oh, cool, we can make an old TV and play nothing. This game is rough around the edges in parts. I didn't mention it before, but wasn't performing that well. Graphical hiccups, particularly with brightness. Visual effects from the scanner appearing places it shouldn't. Black Stalker just... I don't know if he's just a very bad threat, or if I accidentally did something that spooked him, but it's not the threat he's been built up to be. And just personally, I don't really like the whole base management thing on top of all the other shit the game is trying to do. Kind of reminds me of oh wow. They had one guy voice 3 different people. At first it gave me bad Metal Gear Survive kind of vibes. But it kind of leans more toward the Fallout 4-ish sort of area. The load times weren't good either. It took time to load the loading screens. But I mean, the stealth works. I didn't really get too much of the first-person shooting stuff because I was stealthing everything, so I can't comment on that. The horror absolutely did not work. And the English voices, I mean, our dude just sounded like British superhero the entire time, and his tone was way off from what... Oh, jeez. But overall, even though like some key parts of this game are not really my thing, I feel pretty decent about giving this the coveted, illustrious SCXCR I don't hate this badge. But yeah, when they release Game of the Year edition for Chernobylite, I better see that badge on the box art.